Hello, second graders. Welcome to Thursday's Read Aloud. Today I will be reading a story about bears and baby bears. As I read, be thinking about what the main topic is and possible supporting key details about the topic. Remember that the main topic is what the selection is about. Key details give information about the main topic. I was listening to your responses on Flipgrid earlier, and I heard a lot of you share information of what you already know about bears and cubs. So it will be interesting to see what else you learn from this read aloud today. As a reminder, this is the graphic organizer we have been using this week to organize our thoughts about the stories we've been reading. So identifying the main topic and 3 key details. This is our story. It is titled Baby Bears by Bobby Kalman. Our essential question for the week is: how are offspring like their parents? Read to find out how baby bears are like their moms and dads. So I'd love for you to follow along as I read aloud and enjoy our story titled Baby Bears. This is an expository text, which means it gives facts and information about a topic and also has text features. So enjoy the story, and I'll see you at the end. What is a bear? Bears are animals called mammals. Mammals have hair or fur on their bodies. Bears are covered with fur. Mammals are born. You were born too. You are a mammal. And I see a picture with a caption, so I'm going to read the caption. This is a text feature. Baby bears are called cubs. Cubs are born with their eyes shut. Their eyes open when they are about 6 weeks old. This brown bear cub was just born. It has very little fur. Mammal mothers make milk inside their bodies. Mammal babies nurse from their mothers. To nurse is to drink mother's milk. And here is a photograph, and the caption reads, "The polar bear cub is nursing." Kinds of bears. There are 8 kinds of bears. The bears shown on this page are an American black bear, a brown bear, and a polar bear. These bears all live in North America. That's the continent we live on, second graders. And I see 3 pictures, and they each have their own caption. So this is an example of another text feature. Follow along as I read each caption aloud, starting with the top. American black bears can be different colors. What color is this black bear? There are different kinds of brown bears. These grizzly bears are one kind of brown bear. Polar bears have white fur. They live in a cold place called the Arctic. People who study bears once thought that giant pandas were raccoons. Now people think that these animals are bears. There are not many giant pandas left in the world. Giant pandas live in China. Stop and check. Reread. What animal did people used to think giant pandas were? Reread to check your understanding. Second graders, do you remember what animal did people think giant pandas were? That's right, raccoons. Why do you think they thought that? Well, I can guess that it's because pandas have the black ring around their eyes, just like raccoons do. Here is a heading titled Bear Bodies. That's an example of a text feature, the heading. That tells me that this page is going to be all about bear bodies and the different features they have. Bears have 4 legs. They can walk on all 4 legs or on their 2 back legs. They have 5 toes with claws on each foot. Claws are curved nails. And again, second graders, a photograph with, it looks like a diagram or labels. So let's go ahead and read them. This grizzly bear cub has brown fur covering its body. Bears can smell, hear, and see very well. Bears use their claws to climb and dig. This page has a heading titled Bear Coats. Now, second graders, do you think this is going to be about bears wearing actual coats? I don't think so. Let's read to find out. Bears have two kinds of fur. Some of their fur is short and some is long. Their short fur keeps them warm. Their long fur keeps water away from their skin. Polar bears have thick white fur. Pandas have black and white fur. This page is titled Bear Families. A bear family is made up of a mother bear and her cubs. Most mother bears have litters of cubs. A litter is two or more babies that are born at the same time. This grizzly bear has 3 cubs. Cubs stay with their mothers until they are 2 to 3 years old. They watch their mothers to learn how to live on their own. Mother bears teach their cubs where to find food and how to stay safe. Here is a picture and a caption. In the picture, I can see that bears are climbing a tree, so I'm going to read the caption to find out more. This mother bear is teaching her cubs how to climb a tree. Mothers also teach cubs how to groom their fur and stay clean. What do bears eat? Most bears are omnivores. Omnivores are animals that eat both plants and animals. Bears eat honey, berries, leaves, and eggs. They also eat insects, fish, and other animals. Polar bears are carnivores. Carnivores eat mainly other animals. Pandas are herbivores. Herbivores eat mainly plants. And I can see a photograph of a panda, and way down at the bottom, there is a caption that tells me about that photo. It says, "Pandas eat plants called bamboo." So I think in that picture, the panda is eating bamboo. Bear habitats. We know the word habitats from our previous week, second graders. Habitats are where animals live. Bears live in different places. The natural place where a bear lives is called its habitat. Many bears live in forests. Forests are habitats with many trees. Some bears live on mountains. Pandas live in forests that grow high on mountains. Bamboo grows in these forests. And I remember we just learned that pandas love to eat bamboo. Here is another picture with a caption. The caption reads, "Black bears live in North American forests." And there is a stop and check to make a prediction. What do you think this bear will find to eat? Do you all remember what types of things bears eat? Try to remember one. Maybe that's what this black bear will eat. Winter sleep. Some bears live in places that have cold winters. It is hard for the bears to find food when it is cold. To stay alive, they sleep through most of the winter. During the summer and fall, the bears eat a lot of food. They store the food as fat on their bodies. The bears live off the fat during the winter. These grizzly bears are eating a lot of salmon. They are getting ready for winter. Second graders, do you remember what it's called when a bear sleeps all winter? That's right, it's called hibernation. Bears hibernate in the winter. Mother bears that live in cold places have their cubs in winter. Before the cubs are born, the mother builds a home called a den. The den is a warm and safe place for the bears to live. Many bears make their dens by digging holes in hills or under tree roots. Some bears use caves or holes in logs for their dens. After the cubs are born, the mother goes to sleep. The cubs nurse while their mother sleeps. Some polar bears make tunnels in the snow to use as dens. Cubs grow up. Each bear goes through a set of changes called a life cycle. A life cycle starts when a cub is born. The cub grows and changes. It then becomes an adult bear. These pictures show the life cycle of an American black bear. So, second graders, here is another text feature, photographs and captions set up as a diagram showing us the life cycle of a bear. Let's read the captions. Adult bears can make babies. A black bear cub drinks its mother's milk. Soon the cub leaves the den. It still nurses, but it starts eating other foods too. Then the cub becomes an adult when it is 3 to 5 years old. And the cycle begins all over again. Pretty interesting. This mother bear and her cubs are looking for food in a forest. The cubs will soon start living on their own and finding food for themselves. This black bear cub has just left its den. It is starting to learn about the world. The cub will quickly find out why it should not play with skunks. Uh-oh. What do you think will happen to that bear? All right, second graders, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about bears and their babies, or bears and bear cubs. We will work with this story tomorrow to identify the main topic and 3 supporting key details from this story. So I look forward to working with you again tomorrow on the story, and I hope you enjoyed listening. See you later, second graders.